Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on this channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of this sounds like fun to you, I hope that you will subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Now, as you can see by all this, the vibe for this video is super casual, hair up, you know, just kind of hanging out. I wasn't planning to do this video today, but I figured, you know what, let's just do it, right? Let's just rip the band-aid off because this is probably going to be a long one, folks. So I would love for you to sit and join me for this chat. I'm going to do kind of like a show and tell of my current Lush collection. I advise you to get a coffee and a snack because, like I said, we might be here for a little bit. The collection this year is not as big as it's been in the past. I've been doing these Lush collection videos for at least 3 years in a row. I think this will be my 4th year that I do these videos. And the reason it's smaller this year is because I haven't bought Lush in all of 2022. I'm actually trying to clear a lot of my Lush out. As such, the bath bombs and bubble bars in particular, I would love to sell and get rid of, but I'm just very concerned about the cost of shipping and how to adequately prep them for shipping so that they arrive at their purchaser intact, right? So if you have any advice regarding that, let me know in the comments, particularly if you have bought or sold Lush yourself. If you are somebody that frequently buys secondhand from other people, let me know what you like to see as far as packaging. And if you're somebody that sells, please, any advice that you can give me on how you make that happen, I would appreciate very, very much. But yeah, I'm just, not to say that I've fallen out of love with Lush per se, but it just got to be a lot, the whole like recycling scents over and over, typically citrus things, which how many citrus things do we need really? And the things that I love, which are the more earthy green or masculine scents, they rarely pop up. So as a matter of fact, I even have a gift card that my husband gave me maybe for Christmas or as part of a Mother's Day gift, something. But I have Lush money just sitting there and I'm not even touching it because there's nothing going on right now that like inspires me to spend even free money there. So with that being said, I did ask you guys, do you want to see another collection video this year? And the replies were resoundingly, yes, show us your stuff. So I will show you what I've got. The shower gels are really the only thing that I'm like super keen on keeping because they're my favorite thing, but I would be fine with getting rid of pretty much everything else. So this video is also going to be kind of long because A, I ramble, you might already know that, but also B, I have in the past broken these collection videos up into categories. So I've always done one that's like bath bombs, bubble bars, bath things. A second one that's all shower gels and shower jellies, so like shower things. And then a third video that's pretty much a catch-all of everything that didn't belong in the first 2 categories. So things like lotions, soaps, face things, just general, right? Everything. So this time I'm not going to do that, only because I can't be bothered, to be completely honest. So I'm just gonna pick things from my huge pile of stuff. I just grabbed everything that was in the closet. I do have some things in the bathrooms, but I'm actively using those, so I don't consider them part of a collection per se. Likely what's going to happen is that you're going to see those in an empties video, which I've been doing in January-ish of every year, seeing what I got through in the year before. Obviously things like soaps, bath bombs, bubble bars, I can't show you empties because they're naked, they don't come in anything. But now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, let's just go ahead and dive into the very first thing that I have in front of me. So Oh my gosh, this video is gonna be chaos. There's just so much stuff. I feel like there's nowhere near as much stuff as there's been in years past, but there's just so much stuff. Okay, so first things first, I've got a new shampoo bar. So this is like a cinnamon scent. It's supposed to be good for regrowing hair or for getting your hair to grow. I just like the smell of it. We have a very old and wrinkly Sultana soap. I don't even know if they still make, no, they don't still make them this way. Lush went through a phase where they were making all their soaps in molds, and oh my gosh, that still just smells so nice. It's just like a creamy, fruity, powdery smell. It's one of my favorites. As you can see, I have not gotten around to using that, but these days they're selling all of their soap in loaves. So you just slice the loaf amount. And I think that if you're in the shop, you can ask for specific weights, perhaps, maybe not because of COVID. If you buy online, they're pre-measured to 100 grams. So that might still be the case in store. There's stuff in here too that's actually not Lush at all. So I'm just going to skip past those things, right? Because this is a Lush collection video after all. So let's stick to what we know. We've got a handful of wash cards in all sorts of different scents. We've got Amelie May, Sikkim Girls, and 2 All Good Things, which is the Experimenter scent. It's one of my favorites also. We have some Fun, the 29 High Street Fun from the kitchen. Blue Fun, which is my son's favorite. It's just like a Roman chamomile and lavender scent. So it's very herbal, very relaxing. And Glowworm Fun, which is like a lemongrass scent. I forget what scent family this is in. That's the other thing that's fun about this, is that because it's been so long since I've done anything Lush related, I've forgotten the names of a lot of things, especially the bath bombs and bubble bars, especially if they were like limited edition or something, so I wouldn't have committed them to memory. So I might have to stop every once in a while and Google something. We've got a Butter Bear soap. This comes out for Christmas. I don't know if it came out last Christmas actually, but Butter Bear is just like a vanilla cocoa butter scent. It's very nice, very subtle. We've got this giant Sleepy bath oil tablet that came out in the kitchen and I've never used, and I will never use because I don't like bath oils. I've kind of just stopped taking baths is the thing. When we lived at the old house, we had a Roman tub, and here we don't, so bathing is just not as fun. I know it's bathing. Bathing just sounds more fun, even though it's not fun here, like I said. Shark fin soap, which is sea vegetable. They used to bring this out every June, I think, and proceeds would go to like a shark wildlife rescue foundation. I don't know if they're still doing that, but I've got one here from ages ago. More Fun. This is Monsters and Aliens Fun, which is Lord of Misrule scented. And of course, Lord of Misrule is black pepper, vanilla, and patchouli. It's one of my favorite scents. Hands of Friendship soap, I think that's what it's called. And this is the same scent as Cyanide Bomb, which is like an almond scent. I will likely never get rid of this, and I will also likely never use it because nothing smells like this anymore. And it's incredible, and I really wish they'd bring it back. I've got a couple of shampoo bars here. So this one is Snow Fairy. And Snow Fairy, you all know it as the, it's like a bubblegum scent that they bring out every Christmas. Lord of Misrule is to Halloween what Snow Fairy is to Christmas. And Snow Fairy smells like amoxicillin to me. Like that pink antibiotic they give you as a kid. That's exactly what it smells like, but in a really nice way. This is Squeaky Green, I think was the name of it. And this came out in the kitchen. And it's a very green, oak mossy herbaceous scent, and I actually liked this one so much that this is my second bar. I have the one from the kitchen still in my shower and I use it super sparingly because I don't want to waste it, but I bought a second bar off of somebody that didn't want theirs because it's just an incredible scent and nothing else exists like it. Milky Bar bath soap, and Milky is another like just very powdery, clean, fresh scent. It's the only way that I can describe it because it doesn't really have, I mean, I guess there's like a subtle floralness to it. I couldn't tell you if there's actually any floral notes in here, but it's not fruity at all. It's not musky or anything. It's just a very clean, fresh scent. This is, ooh, I always forget what this is called. My mom got me this. It's a shower oil, and I believe it's in the, yeah, it's in the avocado no wash scent. If you remember what this is called, let me know in the comments, and let me know also if they're still selling these, because I don't know if shower oils are still a thing. We have a very large perfume bottle. This is the largest perfume I've ever bought from Lush, of Fresh As, which is like, it's basically like a Christmas tree scent, honestly. And I am absolutely obsessed with that scent. This is probably the most expensive individual item I've ever bought from Lush. That being said, I did get it during the Boxing Day sale, so I paid half what it was originally marked as, but I just loved it a lot. Pansy body lotion. This was part of a gift set, and this is in the olive branch family, which is one of my favorites. Karma cream as well. This no longer is sold, but it is Karma scented, which is pine needle orange and patchouli. Still smells just as good as ever. I find that when I use Karma at night though, I don't sleep as well, and I have no idea why that is. But speaking of, we have Sleepy body lotion, which I think is mainline now, but I've had this for a really long time. Like, I should probably throw it away, to be honest. I think I might throw it away, which is a shame because it's pretty much full, and it still smells wonderful. I don't know. I don't use lotions. I don't know why I buy them, because I don't ever use them. We've got Vanilla Delight. This is a very subtly scented body lotion that we got in one of the kitchen boxes. All Good Things solid perfume. I think they did away with this scent family just in general, right? But I really loved it. So we have a smaller Fresh As. I told you guys I really liked this perfume. Actually, I'm gonna leave this out. I should use it more often. I've got that big one in reserve, so it's not like I'm gonna run out anytime soon. Oh, we've also got Karma solid perfume. This was actually both of these were my first perfumes because I bought them at the same time. And Smuggler's Soul. This is one of my favorite scent families as well. Certainly top 10. And I don't think that Lush makes anything in this scent anymore either. Celebrate Body Milk. Celebrate is awesome. It's an orange juice type scent with a little bit of like wine in the background. It's very nice. Pansy perfume. This was part of that gift set that I showed you with the lotion. I'm gonna leave that one out too. Why not? I rarely use perfume, but maybe it's because it's tucked away in a box in my closet, you know? Once Upon a Time body lotion. I am happy to never smell this ever again in my life, just because I stocked up on these during a Boxing Day sale like 3 years ago. And I mean stocked up. I bought like 7 of these. This might be my last one, or maybe I've got 2 left. Yeah, I've got 2 left. It's really nice, mind you. It's a very bright, fresh green apple smell, but anybody would be tired of smelling like the same exact thing for months. And I went through 7 of those, so it definitely happened. We have a Baked Alaska soap. I'm actually gonna keep this out as well because I have another one in my kitchen right now, so I'm gonna use that one to replace it once it's done. We have a Scenic shampoo bar. This is my favorite shampoo bar besides, oh my gosh, what's it called? The one that's white with the little flecks in it. I'm completely drawing a blank, but that one's my favorite one along with Scenic. I alternate them. That one has like an All Good Things smell also. Oh my gosh, what is it called? I'm gonna have to Google it. This is that avocado soap. It's so wrinkly now. But actually these work better this way because Lush soaps are super moist when like they're very fresh, right? And they waste down a lot easier because of that. So I typically like to put my fresh soaps away and let them cure, as it were, before I use them. This is definitely cured. It's going to be a lot harder for this to wear down though. So win-win. Speaking of, we've got a big old chunk of Karma soap. This is back from when they used to be sold in wheels. So this is an old piece of soap, several years old. But it's still beautiful and it's still very much scented strongly. So eventually I'll get to that. We've got a Sultana body lotion here, and this was a limited edition. It's starting to smell a little generic, like it's losing its scent. Not bad, but it doesn't smell like Sultana, you know? Like if I didn't see that it was labeled Sultana, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that that's what this is. But look at this, it's full. Like I really, so to say I need to stop buying lotions, but I have, so that's fine. We have Smitten Hand Cream, and this was, yeah, part of the kitchen release. This is really nice. It's like a cherry almond scent, completely full. I'm gonna leave this one out so that I use it. And speaking of Happy Bloomin', this is also a cherry scent, but in a different sort of a way. Yeah, this is a lot heavier on the cherry. And again, completely full. This is one of the kitchen exclusives. Totally full. So these are things that are really not getting a whole lot of love because I basically leave them in a closet and I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not using any of this stuff, you know? Couple of gift boxes here. So this is the Festive Friends gift box, and this is from 2020 Christmas, and the box is absolutely adorable. It's also leaking powder. The only two that I've got left in here, because it came with a butter bear, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, a TikTok, and a snowman dreaming. So I've got the TikTok right here, and this is a spicy orange scent. My son actually might use this one. It's just really, really glittery, like extremely obscenely glittery. Some people really like that. I'm not a fan. And then Snowman Dreaming, which makes absolutely gorgeous bath art, there we go, is like a cedar wood. I don't know if there's lavender in it, but it's just a very herbal, woodsy, relaxing scent. It's really nice. So that's what I have left in here. And then this other gift box, it's just the box, but it's my favorite box that I've ever had. It's so nice. And you would have seen me unbox this in my last Lush haul, which was the Boxing Day haul from 2021. I'll post that up here in the corner in case you haven't seen it yet. So this came with Jolly Shower Gel, Baked Alaska Soap, new shampoo, Good Karma Shower Gel, and Ocean Salt, and Guardians body spray. That just reminded me that I actually did not bring down my body sprays, but I've only got, I think, 4 or 5 body sprays, and all but one are exactly the same. They're all Guardian of the Forest scented, which is oak moss, pure oak moss. It's like the greenest, forestiest scent, and I love it so, so, so much. So when they came out with a body spray for Christmas, I scooped them all up in the Boxing Day sale. And then I have another one that's zesty scented, which I also got in that sale. Zesty used to be known as Calacas, and it's a, I always describe it as like a green Skittle scent. Like that's basically, it smells like green or like lime candy. Really, really nice. My husband hates it, so I never use it. But the Guardian spray I actually use on our laundry and stuff every once in a while. So yeah, I just have the box because it's really pretty. And a lot of people are into like buying the gift boxes and just like displaying them. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing with this, but I just think it's cute, so it's here. We got through one box. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. Oh my god. This next one is mostly bubble bars and bath bombs. So all the deities help me trying to remember what everything is. This is gonna, oh wow. All right, so this one I remember. This is the Experimenter. Again, like all good things scented, or it's actually the Experimenter family, but it's like a sweet, imagine a marshmallow over a campfire, because it's like very smoky but also sweet. And as you can imagine, the bath art is out of hand with this bomb, but it's been discontinued for a really, really long time. So that's like, I'm holding on to that one. For what, I don't know, but this is Pop Bubble Bar. And it's in the same scent family as Bunch of Carrots, Snowman. It's got like Buchu as the main scent. Really, really nice. I don't know why I have, well, I haven't used it yet because I'm not taking baths anymore. Anyway, in here we have chunks of something. Oh, this is Citrus are doing it for themselves, which came out for Mother's Day like 3-4 years ago. It's just like a quarter of it is gone, but it was like a bubble rune. So it's got bubble bar on either side and then a moisturizing creamy type element in the middle. Those typically don't bubble up as much, but they're very moisturizing. And I've only used a little tiny chunk. What are you? Geofizz. Again, very green scent, naturey smells. One of my favorites. That's discontinued. Most of these are probably discontinued or they were limited edition to begin with. Yep. This is a Blue Skies bath bomb. Cinnamon, frankincense, and probably patchouli. But this is one of my top 10 scents as well. And this was in my mouth. But also it was a limited edition. Part of a release that they did a couple of years ago where they just put out loads and loads of bath bombs when they opened up the Harajuku store. So that was one of them. This is a Scream. Oh, I'm still tasting that bath bomb. This was a Scream bath oil. It used to look like the Scream mask from, or it's called Cream, and they put an apostrophe instead of the S. But it's that same cherry scent as like Happy Blooming basically. This, I forget what that was called. I think this is Your Mother Should Know. Something like that. But this smells like Para Mi Bebé. So if you're a Cuban baby, you already know what I'm talking about. It's just a very clean, zingy scent. This is so good. Probably because it's nostalgic as a Cuban baby. We've got a unicorn horn. These used to be just available for Valentine's Day, but I want to say they're mainline, or at least they were for a minute. So I've got one here still in its little wrapping. Oil on Troubled Water. This is one of the very first Lush things I ever bought. It's another bath oil. Very smoky scented, very nice. I don't use bath oils, so I've legit had it for years, like a handful of years. This is Big Bottle of Calm, and it's mostly lavender with some herbal elements. This is really nice. It's very sweet too, but not like sleepy sweet. It's sweet in a different way. I actually got this from my son, so it's good to know I still have one there. My son likes Lush almost as much as I do, but he's also not taking very many baths these days. I think this one was called Magma. Again, part of the Harajuku release. And it's just like a spicy scent. I don't know how spicy really, because you never know with those kinds of things until they're actually in the water. And that's my first, last, and only Magma, so I couldn't tell you from experience what they're like. I'm trying to take out the ones I haven't shown you yet so that I can start putting away the ones that I have. Oh boy, there's some good ones in here. Okay, let's put all of you guys back in the pool. And I'm actually very, not surprised, because I don't really get moved around or jostled around too much either. They're literally just in a closet on a shelf. But these have maintained their structure very nicely, all things considered, because I've seen people go to extremes to keep them like perfectly bundled and safe, and I've really not done that, but they're still looking very, very good. I forget what this is called, but it's a bubble bar that looks very moon-like. Oh, and it's so beautiful. It's very minty. I think it's Outback Mate scented. And I bought it specifically for the scent because these black things tend to stain the tub. It's more purple though, like it makes like a purple bath water. That smells gorgeous though. I'm gonna keep that one just for funsies. Maybe my son will want to use it. This is one of my favorite products of all time, and of course that means that Lush brought it out for 1 year and never again. This is the Poisson d'Avril. It's a bubble bar, and it came out for Easter 2019, 2018. I couldn't even tell you exactly, but it's in the Spank Me with Saplings family, which if you're a newer Lushie, you don't even know what that is. But this is black pepper. What else is in here? I need to look this up because this one is worth Googling. It's so good, and I honestly don't know how to describe it to you guys, so I want to make sure that I get this right. It's described as herbal and earthy, black pepper, oak moss, and grape juice. That sounds incredible, honestly, and it is. It's really, really good. Cinnamon, gardenia, oak moss, and black pepper. A few of my favorite things. So I'm just holding on to that one. I bought like 8 of them, and I had chopped them all up, and we've gone through all of it, but this one remains. We've got Flamingo on a stick, or maybe just Flamingo. This is just a very bright, happy, sweet, like candy scent, and I love it. It's a reusable bubble bar, so you're supposed to just hold it under the tap. It gives you a bunch of bubbles, then you can leave it to dry and use it again, unlike some of these other ones which are like one-time use. So that's great. This is the Olive Branch in bath bomb form. Again, another one of those Harajuku releases. I think most, if I still have a bath bomb, it's probably because it was a special release. And so I keep tasting them every time they go back into their bags. And so, I wouldn't keep them otherwise. I probably would have used them all already. Okay, this is Mum is the word, or Super Mom probably, because it's got a cape. And this was from Mother's Day 3 or 4 years ago. And nothing else smells like this. I don't even know how to describe this either. It's just so nice. I'm gonna leave this one out though, and I think it's time it's come, because it seems to have gathered some sort of moisture at the bottom. And so I don't think that that one's gonna last too much longer, just like stored. And you know what? I know I said this one was gonna be really long, and it should be, but I'm almost done with this basket, and there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baskets left to go. So I'm gonna finish this, and I think I'm gonna show you guys what's in the bubble bar drawer, because it's not very much. And I think the other 5 baskets I might leave for a part 2. I didn't want to do a part 2, and I didn't think I would need a part 2. But honestly, I don't want this video to drag. If I'd known I was gonna break it up in parts, then I would have done it in themes or in categories as I've done in the past. So I apologize about that, because I really hate that it's not organized into categories. But I also don't want you guys to have to sit here for an hour and a half. That's tedious for anybody, regardless of how much of a fan you are of Lush. So let me show you these few, show you those few, and then we'll wrap it up until part 2, I guess. So next thing I've got here is a turtle. What was this called? Was it just called the turtle, like the big turtle or something like that? It's a jelly bomb, which is not a thing anymore. So this is scented in Geofizz, which, as I mentioned earlier, is just a very nice green natural smell. But the jelly bombs are special because they have like a seaweed extract in them. And so once they're done fizzing, they make the water legit feel slimy. But that sounds awful, I know. A lot of people didn't like that, and I guess that's why the jelly bombs in general ended up going away. But a lot of us did like it because it made the water just feel really moisturizing. It was very nice. What are you? This is from the same Mother's Day release as Citrus. Citrus are doing it for themselves. This one was called Mother of Pearl, and it's the same concept. It's a blue, it looks like a macaroon. Wait, no. Which are the ones that have the stuffing in the middle? The macaron. And it used to have a very pretty like marbled design up here, but with time it's kind of gone away. This is in the Sakura or Rub 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 scent family. So it's just a very subtle, almost powdery floral scent. It's very nice. And what are you? This is, luckily this one's labeled, Deep Sleep Muslin Bath Bomb. Muslin is this fabric that it's wrapped in, and the reason it's wrapped is because there's flower petals in here. So the idea is that you drop it in the bath, you let the situation dissolve as a bath bomb does, but then you can kind of squeeze it and get like all that flowery bit in here. It's almost like a tea for your bath, but because it's in the muslin, you don't have all the flowery bits all over the tub, which I really appreciate because I hate floaties in the bath. Again, that's a very divisive topic. Some people love them, some people really don't. I'm in the really don't camp. I hate having things floating in the tub. This is Magic. Yes, Magic Bath Bomb. Another one of the Harajuku releases, because this is an oldie but a goodie. Kind of minty, kind of herbal. And I think there's a hidden color inside. It's the same shape as the Experimenter, but it looks very just, you know, ooh, very sneaky. I'm just blue, nothing to see here, but there's like a surprise color inside. Shh. And then, oh my gosh, bleh! Never have I tasted so much Lush all at once. This is another Snowman Dreaming. Yes? Yeah, it's just another Snowman Dreaming that I must have bought actually the year before, because I wouldn't have bought 2 in the same year. So there we go. We already talked about that one. My table is covered in glitter and all sorts of like powdery, colorful shrapnel. So as promised, the last thing I'm going to show you guys in this video is what's in this drawer, which is my attempt at keeping my favorite bubble bars and bath bombs kind of separate-ish. So first off, we've got a Guardian of the Forest bath bomb. Just like I mentioned earlier, Guardian of the Forest is an oak moss forward green scent. They stopped making this and I can't imagine why. What was this called? I know that I bought this because it had a lot of black pepper in it, and it used to be much more vibrant green. It's like super ugly now actually, but I bought this on some sort of a sale. I can't even imagine. How am I supposed to like look this up now? Oh, apparently the black one that looked like moon craters and everything is called Eclipse. So I just found that out without even trying. I can't help but feel that this was called something to do with Wizard of Oz somehow, but I can't think of what it is and I can't find it either. It's got a very like mossy, funky, almost sweetness to it though. I have no idea what it is. I've never used it, but here it is. It's huge too. It's very hefty, and I think I got it because it was meant to be like $13, but I got it for half off or something, and you could very easily use this like 4 separate times. Like you could cut this in quarters and get ample amounts of bubbles from this. This is called Divination, and it was a reusable bubble bar that was exclusive to Lush UK many years ago. It's got a very like resiny but like tea-like scent to it. It's very, very nice. Very it just smells sophisticated. I can't think of any other way of putting it. And then when you put it under the tap, all the bronze on the outside falls away and it reveals a very like deep purple. It's very nice. This, oh, I forgot what this was called like the moment I bought it, but it's a very fresh, bright smell. I know that that's not super descriptive and I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm kind of crap at describing scents of things if I don't actually have like the notes in front of me. Yeah, I have no idea, but if you're a more dedicated fan than I am and you remember what this is called, let me know in the comments. This is Plum Crumble, and it has the same smell as Plum Rain, which was one of my favorite scents until it completely went away. So we've got that, and this also has like a bubble room situation where there's a cream in the middle. Black Cat is Sultana scented, and this used to be a Halloween mainstay. I don't know if they're still doing this or not. Last year I don't think it came out, but this is, I mean, I can't imagine Halloween without this. This was called Ma Bar, and it came out in the kitchen. It was one of the earliest kitchen releases. This smells like Honey I Washed the Kids, which is almost like a burnt caramel smell. Really, really good. I always forget what this is called. It's not Tea and Sympathy, or it might be. But this is another one of those reusable bars from the UK. It was exclusive to the UK. And it's got a very, very nice, subtle, but somehow still like flowery, powdery scent. That seems to be like my go-to. If it's not like a natural green foresty smell, it's subtle, clean, powdery. But what's special about this is, like I said, it's reusable. So you put it under the tap, it creates your beautiful, luscious, creamy bubbles. You dry it, you use it again over and over until it's gone. But as it starts wearing out, inside the tea bag is blue cornflowers. So eventually it releases flowers. Again, that's not my favorite thing, but I think that it's a clever way to design this particular bar, seeing as it's a tea bag, and inside of tea bags you typically find flowers or leaves. So it makes sense. This is a Blue Skies and Fluffy White Clouds bubble bar. And this is a mainline item. It's typically blue and white. I don't even know what color this actually is anymore because it's so old. Still smells fantastic though. We've got a Supertramp bubble bar, and this used to be a UK exclusive. So all the Lush stores have these sort of swirly, I'm trying to make it so that the light, there you go, so you guys get a better idea of the swirly pattern there. You see it's green and pink. So all Lush stores, whether in the US or in the UK, carry these swirly bubble bars. There's an orange one called Sunnyside. Sunnyside? Brightside. Yes, Sunnyside is something else. There's an orange one called Brightside. There's a pink one called the Comforter. There's the blue one, which is blue skies and fluffy white clouds. And then this green and pink one is just super mossy. Just moss to the face, up your nose and punching you right in the brain. Moss. And it was available only in the UK for a while, and they did away with it altogether. So I have one here. This is Moon on a Stick. I don't know if you can imagine why, but this is in the Ghost scent family, which is lilies, like straight lilies, flowery scent through and through. This was another one. I think this might have been in the very first kitchen box, either the first or the second, but it is still here. And the last thing I have in this drawer is an April Showers. And this is another one of those products that I loved, everyone loved. For a while, Lush was teasing us that they would bring it back, and they never did. It came out 1 year for Easter, and it's just violets. Such a beautiful, powdery violet scent. And the little raindrops are oil beads. So again, moisturizing and coloring your tub. Oh my gosh. And I want to say that that came out in a kitchen box. I might have paid $70 for a kitchen box just because I knew that that was coming in the kitchen box. I'm nuts. Or I was anyways. I would not do that these days. But yeah, that's incredible. And Lush kept saying we were going to bring it back for Easter. They never did. Then they said it'd come out with the Harajuku bombs. It never did. Just every once in a while they'd bring it back up. Hey guys, remember this thing that you almost let die? Nope, kidding, we're bringing it back. And then suddenly, psych, what are you talking about? We don't even know what April Showers is. So I have one, and I honestly don't know what it's going to take for me to ever use it, but it's there. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I was gonna wrap it up anyways, but actually the camera itself just told me that it needed to stop and shut down because the internal temperature of it was too high. I've been talking for too long. So that's gonna do it for now. I will try, honestly, considering how much is left, we might need 2 more parts. So it might be a 3-parter after all. We'll try our best to power through next time. And I'm not sure exactly when next time will be. So in the meantime, I have last year's collection videos in the description box below linked. And when you click on those and watch them, the previous years is going to be in the description boxes as well, and so on and so on. So there's plenty of Lush content to keep entertained with while we wait for part 2. Hopefully that won't take too long. But I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it so far. And if you did, I hope that you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click that notification bell. First off, so you don't miss the next installment. And secondly, because I post 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!